That would have been a horrible way to start.
Oh, God.
Oh, are we on? Oh.
Hi, guys. I have a water balloon in my hand just because there's people in the park, and I asked for it, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this later. Maybe throw it at whoever wins this mid-season. But we are on round 5, and I am... shoot, I'm very excited for this last round.
Not as excited as I am because I get to see one of my favorite Pokemon on screen.
Lilligant? So I guess you could say you better believe me, it's gonna be a good match.
Oh, wow!
I promised you I would
Yep,
I would
you did.
I would use it from now
So
on.
as we can see here, Zachary is using Dunsparce, Eevee, Smeargle, Espeon, Clefairy, and Tapu Fini against Mark Young, who's using Tapu Bulu, Incineroar, Mawile, Gokatel, Politoed, and
Ludicolo. So we've got the rain versus a lot of really cute things on Zach's side of the field.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I think you would know better than everybody else what Eevee can do.
I may have used Eevee once or twice.
But, I mean, I've unfortunately practiced against Zach's team before, and there's some shenanigans that happen that frustrate me. Hey, I mean, Rock Slide and Serene Grace is a fun combination when you're not on the receiving end of it.
Yep. Rock Slide is already a move that nobody should have to face against, but when you add the
Serene Grace,
on top of that,
it definitely makes for some very frustrating matches, and you know, we'll probably be seeing a lot of everybody's favorite Z move animation.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can believe me that I'm gonna do the Z move, the Z dance while it's going on.
Oh god.
So Mark,
we've got the rain here instead of the sun for once from Mark's side of the field, as we've got this Eevee and the Smeargle on Zach's side of the field. Still some follow me potential happening here, but we also have the fake out potential from Ludicolo on Mark's side, as the rain is going to be coming out here as well, going to be boosting that speed a lot to that Ludicolo because of that Swift Stone ability.
Now, the only thing that I'm a little bit worried here, and this comes from a year of experience of using Eevee, is that Politoed likes to carry that awful move called Haze. And if that's the case, Zach is going to be in a lot of trouble in order to set up here, because even if he sets up turn 1, it's just not going to be able to baton pass those boosts to a Pokemon that could potentially use them more usefully. So yeah, that's the part that's a little bit intimidating. Eevee is going to go for the Protect. And let's see what Ludicolo is going to go for the fake out onto the Smeargle. Interesting. Smeargle does get flinch. Politoed goes for the Scald onto the Eevee. Not going to do anything. But now...
hey, now you've got the follow me and the Eevee and boost potential here. And like Zach's kind of just free to go do that. So, I mean, obviously, like you said, he's going to have to worry about that Haze from that Politoed. But I think if you're going to be running with this lead, you're going to have no choice but to really just risk it and, you know, go for it.
Yeah, when you have a lead like this, like either have Taunt on Smeargle to stop something like Haze or Spore. It's an interesting situation for Zach here. I think he could, if that Politoed doesn't carry something like Encore or Haze, he should be able to like baton pass onto a Pokemon that can use those boosts really well. Follow me coming out from the Smeargle, so we'll redirect any damage coming into that Eevee. Let's see if Mark goes for the it does go for the Hydro Pump, which does connect with that Smeargle, so it's going to be able to pick up the KO.
That was just a sad Smeargle right there. I did draw the attention away though from that Eevee, so Eevee is still now kind of free to go.
So here we go, everyone's favorite Z move animation. I'm doing the dance. I hit Regina in the head.
That was so rude. Oh my god, that was so rude.
And here we go, the best animation ever created by mankind, and we get to watch this at least twice, I would say.
Wait, is Eevee one of your favorite Pokemon?
Yeah.
So, I mean, now the question is, we've got this Politoed who hasn't gone yet, but if we've got that Haze and we've stopped this animation for basically nothing, except your enjoyment.
Yeah, that's plenty.
So, I mean, this Eevee's going to have all those boosts to it, and hey, if you're Mark and you saw the Eevee and you're like, cool, I put Haze on this Pokemon just for the specific reason. But
okay, see the Scald coming into the Eevee, probably going to do about 40%. Oh, actually less. Ooh, no.
Did that hurt your soul?
Oh.
This is very entertaining actually, just to hear your reactions to seeing this at this point.
I lived through this for a year.
I was like, the look on your face right now is actually really sad. I mean, the burn, unfortunate, but if you're baton passing into something else, you're at this point where it's not going to be too bad. But we've got the Tapu Fini instead on the field. And we've got that Misty Terrain, so it would have helped Eevee last turn instead.
That would have been great last turn. But problem here is that Ludicolo probably still is probably the Z move kind. So if I'm Zach here, I definitely want to protect the Eevee. And if you have something like a Psych Up with the Tapu Fini, that could be very, very useful to be able to get those boosts out. But if Zach does risk trying to Baton Pass here, that could backfire immensely for him.
It was like, you know this type of team better than I do. All I know is that I just thought Dunsparce is what got me. But yeah, I mean, Ludicolo, you know, it did connect that Hydro Pump from last time, and it can definitely do a lot of damage to take out that Eevee if it connects again here. But goes for the Giga Drain instead onto that Tapu Fini. Does a lot of damage. Not enough to pick up the knockout on it.
A critical hit. But it does proc the berry, which is
always good information to know. So at least now you know that that this berry has been consumed as well. But Baton Pass from the Eevee going to be switching that, going to be getting all the stat changes to whatever Zach has in the back, and it, you know, that Eevee might have been burned, but at least it can safely pass on this.
Well, it's about to get interesting here because
it's Espeon!
That Politoed has not moved yet. Psych Up from that Tapu Fini. Let's see what that Politoed possibly goes for.
The sigh of relief that Gio was exhaling as Politoed does not reveal any sort of scald and no burn potential anymore. I feel like you're the one playing at this point, and like you're just, this is like secondhand, like.
I have lived through this for a year, and that moment that you see a Pokemon that could potentially have Roar, Haze, Whirlwind, etc. That like the second before the animation goes out, that's so scary.
Now we've got these boosted Pokemon on the field. The Tapu Fini was able to use Psych Up, is now in the green still. Stored power from Espeon, but doing insane amounts of damage because of all those boosts. Goes straight for that Politoed, is going to knock it out very easily here. So, you know, no Haze. I think Mark would have showed it by now if he did have it.
Yeah, unless he's trying to just have fun with us a little bit. But you know, there's a point where the joke goes too far, and I think that would have been it.
But Politoed does indeed reveal that Hydro, the Hydro Vortex Z move here. And even in the rain, it's going to do a lot of damage to that Espeon. This actually hurts me because Espeon's one of my favorite evolutions.
You have good taste.
It does survive, it has a berry as well, so it does get it back into the green. The Moonblast from this Tapu Fini, which is now that +2 because of that Psych Up boost, it's going to do a lot of damage to the Ludicolo. It's almost enough to pick up the knockout, but does get the special attack drop on here. And now Mark is going to be in a position where, you know, this Ludicolo, burned the Z move, didn't quite get up the knockout, has a special attack drop, and is facing down two Pokemon that benefited from Eevee's Eevee boost. So.
Well, it's interesting because, like, what can Mark do at this point? Like, there's two Pokemon that are ridiculously scary, staring him down. That Mawile can carry something like Sucker Punch, which would do a lot of damage to the Espeon, but I don't think it's enough to pick up a knockout. I think Zach is in an interesting position here. Like, he has two boosted Pokemon. Espeon is faster than the Ludicolo, and the Tapu Fini can easily pick up a knockout into this Mawile as long as Rain is up. Even without Rain, I think it was still, the Scald will still pick up a knockout in one hit.
I mean, it's not like Mega Mawile's that Intimidate is not going to really do anything against either of these two. And then at this point, we can just kind of assume that like that Eevee in the back is, don't get mad at me for saying it this way, but it's kind of just dead weight because of that bird. And I mean, it's not like these two Pokemon that Zach has are still absolutely terrifying because he's managed to pull off that strategy. And like even Mawile with like this huge power, unless like you said it has Sucker Punch, it's not gonna be able to do a lot. So that Sucker Punch is gonna be going straight into the Espeon. Ooh, Espeon, yikes.
No!
Are you okay? Oh my gosh! But Giga Drain is gonna be healing up that Ludicolo for some okay health that actually did not do anything to that. And Scald from the Tapu Fini in the rain against that Mawile is going to easily just be able to knock it out. I mean, that was like...
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
That was just really fast. That bar went down so fast. And no more rain, so...
I think if I was Zach, I would have liked to double protect here, because that way Ludicolo... actually, no, I would have just protected the Espeon and gone for a Scald onto the Mawile, because then Espeon stays alive. Goxtail is coming in, but actually I think Zach pretty much has the seal sign and delivered, because as soon as you get rid of the Ludicolo, unless Goxtail has something like Sty Shock and starts creating...
So he's got to go after that Ludicolo first. Yeah. I mean, Mark has the potential to have Protect on that Ludicolo because it is a Z Crystal that we saw earlier from the Hydro Vortex. So and so it's if Zach targets on the wrong Pokemon, then he just.
Oop.
Oh, Mark's forfeiting on there. Doesn't have a potential there. So there you go. Your Eevee survived. Espeon didn't, but Eevee survived, so it's okay. You can breathe. You have to go through it for one more time at least.
One more game at least.
Send Gio your emotional support, guys.
Yeah, this has been very hard on me. That's a very interesting name for a team. Oh, yeah, it makes sense.
We actually talked about it in the car why he nicknamed it that. So it was like, oh yeah, because they're mostly pink. But I mean, I think if Mark has no way of stopping that Eevee, there's nothing he can really do.
Yeah, I think by now you would have showed something that you have something like a Roar or a Haze, Whirlwind, etc.
Hey, maybe his Tapu Bulu has it.
I have faced that before, so I would know that it does carry Whirlwind.
But I mean, Zach now kind of has the freedom to go for other strategies on here, and it's kind of one of those things where if you're Mark, you really have to figure out how do you stop that Eevee from getting those boosts, from passing those boosts on, and now you've got that psych up Tapu Fini as well. So a lot of not really gimmicks on Zach's side, but just things that if you're not prepared for them, then they're a little bit difficult to counter.
Yeah, I think if I was, stuff.
You're just stressed out because you don't want to see Eevee.
No, yeah, that was rough. But I think Zach. I mean, I think Mark still has a way to like stop this from happening. Like, I think if I was him, I would have tried and like get some damage into the Smeargle with.
I think faking out the Smeargle was actually really interesting.
That was very interesting, but I think I would have liked to have seen him go for like a Z move or something like that, just to maybe break a potential Focus Sash. I feel like Mark has ways to deal with this. Maybe he hasn't seen them yet, but maybe he, has been able to figure that out.
All right, we've got the same lead from Zach again. We've got that Smeargle and that Eevee, as we've got Tapu Bulu and Incineroar this time. So maybe it has. Okay, you guys, I can't see this, but Gio's actually, I think, stressing out about this Tapu Bulu right now.
Well, Incineroar can also have Roar.
This is fair, but
that's why it's called Incineroar.
What? Are you?
It's been a long day.
It's only been like 5 hours.
It's been a long day.
Okay, but so a little bit of a change from Mark. No weather here, but has the ability to kind of like deal massive damage onto here. I mean, it's not like Smeargle is the bulkiest Pokemon out there, and like if he can take care of that Eevee really well, then the entirety of Zach's team can't really do anything because it kind of relies on those boosts to be able to deal out damage.
Bulu, it's a very scary Pokemon in grassy when it has grassy terrain up because it just does so much damage with that Wood Hammer. It can potentially have something like Z fake out and then a fake out on so Focus Sash is gonna be broke. Wow.
That was a lot of damage onto that.
So now we can see the speed tiers. Smeargle is going to be faster than Bulu, which is not very surprising unless Bulu is Jolly, which is not. So I think the problem here is if this Bulu is Z move, even at +2, very few Pokemon can take up damage like that. And also that Incineroar, really doesn't mind a +2 Espeon whatsoever. And even if Zach has something like Fini in the back, Bulu can take care of Fini.
It's a good adjustment from Mark.
Yeah, very, very good adjustment actually. As we can see here, he does have some options against Eevee, not exactly for Eevee, but his team has the tools necessary.
The boost that Eevee could potentially get.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you've got the Pokemon, then you can go ahead and do it. And I think, Zach's just gonna go for it. We'll go for the Follow Me. Gonna draw the attention from that Incineroar, that Tapu Bulu, and that Eevee's gonna be going for the Extreme Ether Boost one more time.
I won't do the dance again because I unfortunately
hit. That was rude.
That was not rude. That was a very, very nice dance, and you should be proud that you got hit in the head. Anyway. So here we go with the beautiful animation that it is the Extreme Evo boost.
Yes, we're going to be getting all those boosts one more time. Mark has already shown us that he has that Z Crystal on a Ludicolo. He might also have it on that Tapu Bulu, and that potential for that Doom on terrain is going to be an insane amount of damage. Unless Zach has potential to kind of just override that terrain or do anything of that sort, he's kind of in trouble. The Tapu Lulu for the superpower into that Smeargle is going to easily pick up that knockout on there. And
I'm a bit surprised by the superpower because Woodhammer would have done the same job, and now you're up -1 in attack, and then that's that's not going to do any damage. That Eevee being such a tiny, beautiful Pokemon, didn't take that much damage from it, so easily be able to live that. There are leaves falling on us, but that doesn't matter.
It's the Tapu Lulu getting revenge.
Yeah, it is.
It's but I mean, now this Eevee is kind of also free to like go for that. Yeah, so we've got that Espeon one more time onto this field here, and
this is actually a little bit scary if you're Zach, because Woodhammer plus a knockoff onto this Espeon could be really bad, even a +2.
Espeon's not really super sturdy.
No, but Blue is at -1, so there's that. But yeah, it's
a tough position.
It is a tough position if you're Zach here, because like if you're going to Tom Pass to that Feeny, it could be a problem. However, Zach could do a really cool play here, and he could switch out Espeon. Okay.
Tapu Lulu is protecting on this turn, actually. That's an interesting choice. And Eevee is going to be free to baton pass into whatever Pokemon is... What the heck? Into, like, we're literally getting attacked by trees right now.
Yeah, Bulu's getting its revenge.
And it... Oh, we get the Dunsparce on the field.
Oh, what? Alright, now we get to see what Dunsparce does.
The Psych Up from the Espeon is going to be copying the stats that this just got. As knockoff from that Incineroar is going to be going into that Espeon. Going to be knocking off the berry. Almost picks up the knockout on there. And the Espeon won't be getting any of its health back from that berry. But it is still going to be around this Dunsparce, which has Rock Slide and Serene Grace.
Alright, so
here for a good time and a fun time.
We're about to see some hardcore memes happen here.
In case you guys didn't know, we actually we random generated this match. We didn't know what to choose, so
we chose this match because it looked fun and it had Eevee on it, and it was random. Mostly the random part.
It was actually definitely just the random part.
Yeah, it was random, and I'm like, oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, but so I mean, this Dunsparce is just kind of chilling out there with that EV boost, and we've got the Tapu Lulu being withdrawn on Mark's side as we've got the Politoed. So now we've got the rain mode once more.
That Politoed is gone.
I mean, yeah, taking anything at all from that. As Incineroar is actually going to be withdrawing as well, so we'll probably be getting that Ludicolo. So the Ludicolo is going to be taking...
very good.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be taking Rock Slides or whatever else really comfortably. But, Stored Power from Espeon is just going to do a lot of damage to that Politoed. We're going to say bye to it. If you just target down that Ludicolo at any time, I mean, there's Rock Slide that's really adorable animation. That's some good damage.
I mean, it's only a +1 and it's not a stab move, so but the point of the Dunsparce is to just get those flinches. I don't know how bulky Dunsparce is.
It's not very.
Oh, okay. Well, now I know.
Look at it. Does that look like a very bulky?
Oh, it has like 200 HP or something like that.
Oh, I wasn't looking at that part. My bad. Yeah. So Tapu Lulu is going to be coming back here. So, I mean, this is like just like one of those like, all right, this is gonna be fun to watch and see what happens.
It's gonna be something. I'll tell you that much. Well, the interesting thing here is that if I'm Zach, I definitely want to double protect here. Grassy Terrain is about to expire, so Zach could get a little bit more regeneration from the Grassy Terrain, which I'm not sure if it's gonna matter too much in the end because of how low that Espeon already is. But Dunsparce could also just start going for those beautiful, beautiful rock slides here.
Yeah, I mean, Incineroar are going to be coming back out onto the field, going to be getting the Intimidate into that Dunsparce and the Espeon. A little bit more important on that Dunsparce because of that Rock Slide. But we've got the Protect from the Espeon, so not taking damage this turn from anything. And we also have, we had that double Protect this time from Zach's side of the field. And that Ludicolo is going to be going for that Z move. So, I mean, if it targets on the Espeon, I think
they can take it easily. Espeon has, somewhat decent special defense, and that is +2.
I'm going to defer to you on anything like regarding Eevee because I definitely don't know my calculations for it.
It's all right. I played with Eevee a couple of times. I didn't use Espeon as much, but it was the one that Jeremy Rodriguez used to win.
Oh my God, that did literally nothing.
Florida. It didn't do that much damage, but now we're about to see Rock Slide do what Rock Slide does best, and that's flinch potentially. Because, oh wow, this, Zach, actually this Mark what I think we just got revealed here is that Mark's Politoed is carrying Damp Rock because the rain was supposed to expire this turn.
The Politoed switched in a turn or two ago. Because,
Really?
Yeah, because we had this is actually Ludicolo's like first turn on the field because he had switched out the Incineroar for the he double switched, remember, and then he restored power from the Politoed. He just got hit like last turn.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's okay. You're distracted by the Espeon.
Yeah, I was.
But anyway, so that Sword Power is going to easily pick up that knockout on that Ludicolo. And
Here comes the Rock Slide. And
oh, no. And we got the knockoff onto the Espeon, which, I mean, I guess it's okay. Hey, you know. I mean, hey, if you're going to have something like this, you might as well, like.
Well, we can witness. We have buttons still here too.
Eevee.
Yep. Look how cute it is. Shiny, beautiful fur. Obviously, Zach has been taking good care of his Eevee. So now we get to see if the Rock Slide RNG is in Zach's favor.
I mean, that Eevee's not going to be doing anything at all.
Well, I mean, you could start doing returns.
But okay, I'm not gonna lie. Looking at the size disparity on the field is a little sad.
Yeah, we have like 2 tiny Pokemon against 2. Oh, Helping Hand. Okay.
Oh, very nice. The Helping Hand from Eevee into that Dunsparce is gonna have that Rock Slide.
Oh,
Tapu avoiding it, but does connect with the Incineroar. Oh, that's
but
gonna.
the Bulu is the one.
Yikes! Yeah, that did absolutely nothing to that Incineroar at all. That was rough. The Hornleech from Tapu Bulu gonna be doing a lot of damage into that Dunsparce.
Okay.
Actually, still keeps it in the green.
Please
though.
flinch. No.
As knockoff from Incineroar goes after that as well, but I mean, hey, it's still around. It is still around. Didn't do any damage, but it is still around.
Yep. So now we need those Rock Slides to start connecting. Not that I'm completely biased in this match whatsoever, but it would be really cool if well, it wouldn't be, but it would be really funny if like Zach
Clap
was.
your hands if you believe me.
Yes, as you heard Regina say, clap your hands at home if you believe me in Eevee.
Gio's not clapping his hands. I'm just letting you guys know right now.
Well, I don't want to be too biased right now, but yeah.
I mean, that Dunsparce, even though the Helping Hand didn't do like any sort of damage at all, like, now you're just honestly
especially
fishing.
when you miss.
Right. Well, okay, but like now you're honestly just like fishing for flinches at this point.
Come on, believe me in flinch.
I mean, that Incineroar's at half health now, and you know you've got
yes!
flinch on the top of it's not going to do anything to that Eevee though, but I mean, if you stop at least one Pokemon each turn from attacking, if Incineroar's only fighting type move, or like if the only move that Mark wants to go for is low kick on either of these Pokemon, it's going to do nothing.
See, I think what I want Zach to start doing is start using the other moves that Eevee has so that he could potentially start using Last Resort, which actually does a decent amount of damage because Eevee often carry the adaptability ability, which increases stab move damage, and since Eevee is a normal type, it would increase the Last Resort damage as well. And since Last Resort is 120 power, it would do quite a bit of damage.
Well, he's going for that Helping Hand still for that Rock Slide, and connects with both Pokemon again here. So we've got that Incineroar slowly like taking damage here, and we've got another flinch on top of This is amazing. This is why I hate this Dunsparce so much.
Zach is my hero.
Cool, you can be best friends with him instead. Here, you can wear the matching t-shirts, Roy.
Alright. So Zach is
hey, if you're sitting here, I think if you're Zach, you're just like kind of like, I mean, this is what you built this team to do.
Yeah,
like, honestly,
this is like where the fun starts. But if I'm Zach, I would want, if you have any attack with Eevee, like you would use that on the Incineroar right now, so that at least if you get one flinch, you're like somewhat good. But hey.
I think he's gonna, I think he's just gonna go for it again because, I mean, like, why not? You know, you've got that, like, Serene Grace potential there still. Rock Slide connect, I think, did it connect with both Pokemon this time? I couldn't actually see.
It connected with both.
Yeah. And picks up the back of Incineroar, so if he gets the flinch on the top of Bulu, this would be absolutely amazing.
Oh my god! This is a match for the ages right now.
My cheeks are hurting from laughing so much right now. Like, I can't. Okay, so, I mean, Mark is also at 46 seconds left, but this Tapu Bulu could honestly just, you know, if he can actually get an attack off, it could actually just take care of this team really easily.
Yeah, stop using Helping Hand.
But
oh my.
uses Headbutt instead. Also has a flinch chance actually here.
Oh my god!
It's another flinch. So Serene Grace, guys, don't sleep on it. I think that's 4 flinches in a row at this time.
I was doubtful, but now I believe you in doing sports.
Oh, I know. I remember talking to you about this.
Yeah, this is just. This is art right here. If Leonardo da Vinci was alive today, he would look at this and say, this is what...
I mean, there's a point where Serene Grace won't be working anymore, but we've got another headbutt connecting into that Tapu Bulu and gets it into the red.
And a critical hit.
And we have no edge.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
It doesn't do any damage at all to that. I think Zach has this in the bag. I can't believe what I'm watching.
Wait, what was that?
I said it.
No, you said believe.
No, I didn't.
Wait. Miguel, what did she say?
I did not.
Yeah.
I guarantee you I didn't. Alright, fine. Anyway, so Zach wins that round through...
sheer determination and nothing else.
So, congratulations. That was a fun last round, so we'll be back to Top Cut in a little bit. Yeah, so that was that.
That was Pokemon for sure.
So thank you guys for joining us for Swiss. We will see you in a while for Top Cut. Don't go anywhere, or just you can rage quit, I guess, from seeing that.